my pleasure to introduce to you our fellow graduate and valedictorian, Shulman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you can all think about people in your past who had an influence on you. For me, this was my grandmother. Mima, as my family called her. And as a child, she would ask me about my performance in school. I would respond saying that school is going well, and then she would tell me the same story about how her mother, Esther, was the valedictorian of her high school class in 1917. For most of my life, this was just another one of Mima's many stories that I heard over and over again each time she asked me about school. But when sophomore year, I first realized I was on track to be the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Esther's story took on new meaning. Here we are, 100 years later, at our high school graduation. Perhaps today has a special meaning to each of you. For me, I feel that it is a chance to carry out the legacy of my great-grandmother a century later. Now, looking at this graduating class, I see many things we share. We share our growth. For me, this looked like shooting up from a puny 4'11" to a robust 5'7". But for many of you, it may not have been just physical. We share experiences of every Coronado student, like our clever promposals and the dances that follow, and going to Target at midnight for an outfit for Decade Day. We share that joy when an assignment is on Quizlet, and the disappointment when that Quizlet had the wrong answers. And we share fleeting memories of every trend that came and went these past few years, like bottle flipping, Happy Bird, and Wrecking Ball. And now we share this moment, our graduation. We also share the unique experience of growing up not knowing a world without phones, computers, and the internet. For us, this is a blessing and a curse. The blessing is that it has never been easier for us to learn about anything, from finding free books online and watching crash course videos, to picking up skills like breakdancing and using WikiHow to discover 12 steps to ask a girl out. The irony is that for generations, innovators worked to make technology that connected us, and yet we all see people who are too timid to argue politics in person. Instead, we share questionably accurate posts online expressing our viewpoints to avoid having to talk about them. Likewise, walking around with headphones in can be a nice escape sometimes, but it makes it far too easy to spend entire weeks without speaking to anyone. As we look to our futures, no matter what path we take, we must continue to leverage technology to our benefit to stay informed, connected, and educated without sacrificing interacting with each other. Take photos and videos to capture memories with those you love and call family and friends when they are away. But as we move on, remember to interact personally in the moments you have together, because as we all know, nothing lasts forever. I always imagined that moment that I could have with Mima when I told her I am a valedictorian, and that I was repeating Esther's legacy. But unfortunately, that was a conversation I couldn't have because she passed before I ever knew for sure. Mima, I know you're watching, and I want you to know that your impact is what motivated me to achieve this lifelong goal. If it's not too late for you, share those moments with the people who have impacted your life. Seriously, do it. I want to thank you all for letting me share this part of my life with you and for sharing these years of your life with me. And now, please welcome my fellow valedictorian and student body secretary, Molly Mars.